I followed Robert Kiyosaki advice for 3 years, and guess what? His own company went bankrupt, owning $24 million. The man who taught millions how to get rich couldn't even keep his own business afloat. So if you're over 40 and still believing this rich dad poor dad hype, this video will save you from financial disaster. For years, I followed Kiyosaki's good dad philosophy about rental properties, leverage everything, and nearly lost it all. Meanwhile, his company, Rich Global LLC, filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, owning millions in royalties. The irony, the man preaching financial freedom was drowning in debt. And here's what Kiyosaki won't tell you. His rich dad character was likely fictional. Multiple investigations found no evidence this mantra ever existed. So you've been following advice from a made-up story while the author's a real business crumbled. I've learned the hard way that sustainable wealth isn't built on leverage and risk. It's built on consistent income streams and smart savings. In my 40s, I created multiple passive income sources without the dangerous debt Kiyosaki promotes. Since teaching guru advice and focusing purely on proven online business strategies, I built multiple income streams that actually work. No debt, no risk, just consistent growth that gives me real financial freedom. So if you're tired of guru lies and want real strategies that work for women over 40, then listen up. I was in my mid-30s when I first read a Rich Dad Poor Dad book. Like so many women, I was burned out, juggling motherhood and looking for a way out of the 9-to-5. And Kiyosaki's message, well, it felt like a lifeline. Use debt to build wealth, he said, buy assets and let other people pay for them. So I did. I bought rental properties, I took out loans, I played the game exactly how he told us. And at first it worked. Cash flow came in. I felt like I was getting ahead, finally. But then the market shifted. Repairs piled up, tenants left. One property had a $6,000 plumbing disaster, another sat vacant for 3 months. I was leveraged to the max, stressed, exhausted, and dangerous close to defaulting. That's when I found that Rich Global LLC, Kiyosaki's own company, had collapsed under its own debt. The irony, the man who sold financial freedom was shackled by his own advice. Let's talk contradictions.
My rich dad told me years ago that savers are losers. Now I know this goes against the grain of what most people tell you, save money, save money, save money. But the reason savers are losers began back in 1971. And in 1971, President Nixon took the U.S. off the gold standard and made the U.S. dollar the reserve currency of the world.
Then later,
some sort of a stock market crash, and how can you get rich during the crash?
Everything goes on sale. See, I don't save dollars. I only save gold and silver and Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't save this stuff. So in a crash, gold, silver, and all that, what they do is they print more money. When they print more money, those go up in value. So my gold goes up, silver goes up, Ethereum goes up, Bitcoin goes up. So you got to know in a crash, this goes up, crash, this goes down. It's the same as flying an aircraft.
You can't build trust when you're constantly flipping narrative. And let's not ignore the business model. He made millions not from real estate, but from selling you the dream of real estate. Let it sink. And here's the truth. I wish I had known in my 30s, before the loans, before the late night panic over spreadsheets, before I tied my self-worth to how many properties I own. You don't need risky leverage to build wealth. That idea that you need to go big or go home is not bravery. It's recklessness dressed up as ambition. What you need is cash flowing systems, repeatable, predictable, calm. You need income that works for you while you sleep, while you're enjoying your time with kids, while you're simply living your life. And more importantly, you need real skills, not just hype from a seminar stage. Skills like understanding digital marketing, sales, creating products that people actually need, building an audience, managing your time like a CEO, not a stressed out landlord. And above all, you need control, because what's the point of having 5 properties if every month you're praying that boiler doesn't explode? I wanted freedom. and I traded it for financial anxiety. So I made a radical decision. I stopped listening to gurus. I stopped chasing complicated, debt-heavy strategies, and I stopped pretending that I had to fake it till I make it. Instead, I created my own digital products, things I knew could help others, drawn from my own experience. I built an online business with low overhead, high value and full flexibility. I wasn't dependent on tenants or trends or the next property deal. And for the first time in my life, I had income I didn't have to chase. No tenants texting me at 2 a.m., no broken pipes, no unpaid rent, no more anxiety every time interest rates went up. Just clarity, consistency and cash flow I could count on. And the best part, I built it all in my 40s while raising 2 kids alone with zero tech background. And if you've been made to feel like your window has closed, like success is only for the 20-something on TikTok, then let me tell you something, you're not behind, you're right on time. And your second act can be even more powerful than your first one. Kiyosaki's story may be a lie, but your next chapter, it can be 100% real. You don't need a fictional rich dad whispering in your ear. You need your own inner voice, the one that's been quietly telling you for years, there has to be another way. And there is. So stop chasing someone else's dream. Stop trying to squeeze into someone else's strategies, especially if it's built on doubt, drama, or desperation. You don't need good debt. You need good judgment. You don't need to gamble on leverage. You need to learn how to build a value with what you already know. You don't need to go broke trying to look rich. You need a plan that honors your real life, your values, and your future. And if you're watching this right now thinking, I wasted too much time, I should have started years ago, let me be the one to tell you, you haven't wasted anything, because everything you lived through, every challenge, every misstep, every moment of doubt, that was the training. And now it's time to act. So no more waiting, no more hoping someone comes to save you, no more following advice that doesn't apply to your life. Start where you are. Use what you have and build wealth on your own terms. Comment below if you ever followed financial advice that left you worse off, because I've been there. I know what it's like to buy into their expert narrative, to read their books, watch their webinars, take the notes and still feel stuck, broke and burned out. So if you're ready to ditch the debt traps and build income streams that actually last without borrowing from banks, without flipping houses and chasing the next hot trend, then subscribe. Hit the bell, because I'm sharing weekly videos that expose the lies we've been fed and reveal real strategies that actually work, especially for women over 40. We don't need more guru talk, we need financial truth. And that's exactly what I'm here to deliver. Share this video to save someone from financial disaster. And for practical, grounded strategies that actually work, check out my book, Budget Like a Millionaire. And I'll see you on my next video right here.